Do you remember Simón, the Spanish soldier fighting in Syria, in Iraq, in Russia, especially in Donbass? Many of you here have grown very fond of him. And on this channel, he even has his own playlist called Simón Reports, where he offered us exactly that, those reports directly from the battlefield. For many months now, the most frequently asked questions on this channel have been, where is Simón? What happened to Simón? Is he okay? Has he returned or is he still at war? Well, I've decided that the best thing is for the most suitable person to answer all these questions for you. You have no idea how excited I am about this. For you, once again, report.
Hello, Liu Sivaya. Peace and blessings. Greetings to you and all your followers from here from Spain. This is Simón reporting. Greetings to everyone. It's been a while since I connected with you. About a year ago, around 10 months, both Andres and I returned to Spain. We returned with the will and intention to go back to Russia, but for different personal reasons, both on my side and my comrades, for now, it has been difficult, impossible. We have been, as you all know, a year and a half on the front line. In Russia, we did 3 contracts of 6 months each. The first 2 were already with Red Dot, with Estomzit, maintaining a very high level of risk. The third contract, as you also know, we were in the Española, in a motorized assault unit, a Sturm Mobic called Pitbull. It has been an honor, a real challenge. The assault, I have been participating in this war and it has been almost a miracle to come out unscathed, though not without some wounds. And even the time I spent in captivity, as you all know, by our own forces, it's not that the war has ended. We keep seeing how the European powers, puppets of that international financial oligarchy, remain stubborn in continuing this war. This war that Putin did not start. They started it in Maidan through the CIA, those self-interested bastards with the Maidan coup. And since then, they have continued promoting, financing, and supporting it. And now we see that by artificially maintaining this war, Ukraine is militarily defeated. But these puppets stubbornly insist on keeping it alive and continuing the pain and sacrifice of both Ukrainians and Russians. It's almost a fratricidal war since Russians and Ukrainians are brother nations. That they have come to these terms due to those corrupt interests of the financial oligarchy that controls European countries like puppets. Putin Russia is the only dissenting country left in Europe against that submission to those oligarchies. We have seen how in France, Macron obeys the Rothschilds directly, who created an ad hoc political party for him to bring him to power and then keep him in power. We'll also know how the president of Germany worked for BlackRock for many years. And well, it is also well known, just to give another example, although we could generalize, that in Spain, with the support that Soros gave to the current government, they are puppet governments, governments that are not subject to the sovereignty or the will of their people, but are totally at the service. They are lackeys of those bastard interests. Therefore, when we went to Russia, we were clear about who our enemy was, what our fight was about. And over time, those reasons have become even stronger. Now, no one can doubt it anymore. No one can argue about it. The war is being sustained by Ukraine's foreign interests, by illegitimate interests. Business is what drives that interest. We are all listening and watching in astonishment as what is being demanded is neither freedom, democracy, self-determination, liberty, nor anything similar. What is being fought over are strange losses. It's about the plundering of Ukraine's economic resources. They even wanted to take some from the Russians, so there are no more excuses. And there's nothing left but to feel proud of the time we've dedicated, that sacrifice, that huge risk we've taken during this year and a half that we've been in that conflict. These months have been tough and difficult. We've lost close friends and comrades. I want to remember here our Brazilian comrade Folk, who was killed in combat, our direct leader Motor, the man who was also killed, and so many other comrades. I can say brothers who have shed their blood, who have been killed, Others have suffered amputations and everything. I repeat, because of this war imposed by those interests, those who are interested, and behind them and their flag is the United States. Oh, even though nowadays President Trump seemed before that he wanted to reach an agreement. What we are seeing is that what they want is to reach the plundering of the economic resources of Ukraine and Russia. From my experience in that combat, as you all know, apart from the reports and collaborations I have been doing with Liu Sivaya, a couple of books have come out of it. The first was Crusader Against the New World Order, which you can see here, which has also been published and edited in Portugal. It's in Portuguese, as you can see here, and it's translated and about to be released in Russian as well. Life in Spain, as you can understand, is different from what we experienced both in Russia and previously in Iraq and Syria, but it's not without risks or commitments in the struggle either, so we understand that it's fair. Well, here I am, as you can see, recovering. I'm on leave because of some injuries from being run over, right? Now I'm working in private security. And a vehicle that was fleeing hit a colleague. He called for backup. And when I arrived, I was also hit by this vehicle. Dangers, as you can see, follow us. I just wanted to thank you for this. You can count on me for whatever is necessary, whatever I can do to help and collaborate to explain to your followers what the situation in Ukraine is, what is happening, what is taking place, and how might things unfold. The situation does not look promising, neither easy nor quick. And simply that, to tell your followers, because I've seen that some have been worried about my situation, that I'm fine. Thank God we came out alive from the experience and the struggle in Russia. The struggle goes on, the fight continues. The enemy keeps lashing out, knowing they're already defeated. And here we are at your disposal, at the disposal of your followers, to collaborate and to help, and to keep fighting, even if it's from the media. For what we understand is just, which is the sovereignty of our people, freedom, and those values that we defend so much. Thank you, Liu Sivaya. Big hugs to you and your followers.
A small yet important detail, you will be able to find the links to all the books that Simón mentioned in a pinned comment, as well as in the description of this video.